But yeah, I don't know. But Krillin, I still think Krillin actually getting like Krillin's probably getting tail. Definitely Yamcha. Definitely, not definitely. Well, probably because he's a professional athlete, but definitely
I feel like Yamcha like has no issues getting tail, but issues like holding down a stable relationship.
I believe it. Yeah,
I think that's the real thing. That's the real reason I think Goku has 2 kids. Yamcha has chlamydia, maybe. I don't know.
Solid 30. Solid 30. It's good right now.
Cool. I certainly didn't use that time to figure out what I was going to start this fucking episode with.
Oh, well, fix your fucking life, dog.
You're right. I will begin this with a short tale, Robert. So here I am, sitting at home like a fucking idiot when I could be chilling out at Crunchyroll Con, right? And apparently, like, they had a Junji Ito panel who does like a lot of really good horror manga, and it was about like the best fucking cats in anime.
The best cats in anime?
Yes. Cats in anime. And someone said, "All right, hey, what's your favorite cat?" He thought about it.
Do cat people count?
His answer was Tom and Jerry.
So Tom
and Jerry's anime, guys. You heard it.
I mean, it's animation.
It's anime. You heard him.
But I mean, no. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Tom and Jerry anime at least once in my life.
Like, I said, nigga, dead up. What's your favorite anime, cat? And he said Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry's anime.
But I'm pretty sure Tom and Jerry. There's actual legit. Like Tom and Jerry, I don't need to look it up, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
I'm gonna have to check this right now because I know there's a like, Ninja Turtles one, and it's
like Powerpuff Girls ZS type shit.
I think I would have perhaps known about this.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it. It's in my mind as a real thing. Maybe I made it up.
if that's not the fucking fan fiction way, my friend. Okay. Welcome to Shovelware, the video game adjacent podcast. I'm your co-host.
That was your intro.
You know, it came off a little weaker, and I kind of want to start over. But,
please do. That was kind of bad. I'm not trying to shit on it. That was kind of bad. You can do better.
Yeah, that's true. Because I just want to go on with that punchline, Tom and Jerry's anime.
That's not really a funny punchline. Even if you want to go with it, it's not very funny.
Nah, I think it's only funny in like anime circles.
It is, because it's not very funny.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I guess anime just isn't fucking funny.
No, anime can be funny, but anime as a concept isn't funny. And it's not funny to majority of people who aren't super into it. Like, I like anime, but I'm not an anime buff like you, so it's just like...
Oh, yeah? Well, anime is real. Hilarious joke of the year.
Wait, what? Anime isn't?
Anime is real. Joke of the year.
It is real. It totally is a real thing. You can definitely... There's a tangible thing. I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
I forgot you didn't play Undertale.
Oh, I didn't play Undertale.
Shit, I got nothing.
I kind of want to play Undertale. I just don't want to get in that community, man. You know.
Oh, then just don't get in the community.
You know what? I won't by not playing Undertale.
You just play the fucking video game and not talk to these dum-dums. I have no fucking idea how the world generally feels about Fire Emblem or Spider-Man right now, and I don't want to find out until I beat it.
Really? You have no idea that the world likes Spider-Man?
I know that they like it, but I don't know, like, you know, like specific criticisms or anything. Like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 was good, but, you know, I didn't like that weird Frozen Bart, or, you know, something like that. Or it was good, but not as good as blah, blah, blah. You know, like, I have no fucking idea. I have no clue. I'm not interested in knowing. Shovelware.
Welcome to Shovelware Podcast. I am your host, Mr. B.R. Jones. This over here is City Gas. Say what's up, Sid.
What's up, Sid?
Yeah, he actually said the "What's up, Sid." Excuse the mess in the background. I need to do laundry, and I ain't actually got that shit done yet. I just bought Final Fantasy 14, man. I really like it. I'm still in the tutorial, but I really like it, man. You should buy it. Buy it and pay that monthly fee.
Oh, no, I don't know about all that.
Just do it. Don't even think about it. Just put your money up and just go for the ride.
It's often that you're like, oh, bro, I'm cheap. I don't know, man.
You said last night I was like that?
No, you're always fucking like that. Like, oh, bro, I'm hella cheap. I don't know.
Yeah, I am always like that. I hate spending money, but I like this game, man. I like this game. It was only $20.
My friend told me that their username was Tony Hawk's. It was either uphill or downhill jam. And that was my motivation to consider playing it.
Just because someone's name, you can do that in anything, man.
Yeah, but you have enough characters to write out the whole name.
So, okay. Well, you
and also, my friends apparently play it, so that makes it easier.
I'm playing it. I think what's her name plays it. Bree.
Yeah, that's how I was talking about. I have many friends who play Final Fantasy 14. Fucking
actually, to be honest, I do too. Fuck you. You should play it. Yeah, you should play it. Oh, also, I forgot. We're also live on Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. Yeah, and it's not Shovelware Podcast, it's Shovelware Podcast on Stitcher because I'm an idiot and I forgot to spell check.
This is fucking stupid. He can't know how to spell cats.
What? Apparently you can't even fucking say it.
Yeah, but at least I can type it out.
Touche. At least I can say it. That boy ProJared, man. He's back. He's making comeback, and apparently he's gaining subscribers, which I kind of disagree with.
Disagree with? Like the fact that he's gaining subscribers?
A little bit, yeah. No, like the people who are actually resubscribing back to him, it was like I stand with ProJared. It's like this nigga's kind of still a creep, you know.
I mean, like in my humble opinion, I guess. Like he said, hey guys, I stayed silent because I was talking to lawyers. Here's the evidence now that I know I can legally present it. And yeah, there you go. Everyone's over 18. So I guess I don't really have much issue with him. Like he seemed to be in a poly relationship.
The poly relationship, I ain't got a problem with that. Whatever the whole thing is with him and his wife and whoever the side bitch is, I don't give a fuck about that part. I don't care. That's just grown ass people being horny grown ass people. I can deal with that.
Yeah, and like a lot of people that say they're poly usually get in trouble because that was commonly a stopgap in a failing relationship where they weren't poly. They just wanted to say, I want to, bang other people and, not fucking tip this boat over right now.
Again, I don't care about the poly. That is just the thing that just for whatever. Grown people consensually fucking, and even if it wasn't consensual, he cheated. That's not a
it's not a crime.
That's not a fucking crime.
Fucking brains out.
Yeah, it's not a crime. At worst case scenario, whatever his wife is has justification for being upset and taking his money. That's like the worst case scenario for him in terms of the cheating thing. But now I don't care about that. It's the fact that I stand by this part, and I'm glad. I was just watching the fucking H3 podcast, and they was talking about it too. And I'm glad they actually brought it up because this is how I was already feeling about it. I mean, you talked about this. Yeah. The niggas still had a motherfucking send me nudes page. Like he has an audience of majority kids because he focused on Nintendo games and retro, kind of childish ass games. That's his audience, and he still had a send me nudes category. The Ethan from H3 podcast, he definitely said something that I totally agree with. Your audience, homie. Even if you didn't, you said, hey, you asked them, individual people specifically, are you of the age of 18? I'm pretty sure 1, 2, maybe even 3,000 or so of the people who send you news were probably under the age of 18. So he probably still was lurking on that shit, And this is just, I don't care about all the other shit. That just seems like he kind of glanced over that. Like, dude, you still have.
Like, I'm not gonna try to say, well, actually, even though he presented evidence that he wasn't a pedophile, I still think he's a pedophile because reasons.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I still think he a pedophile. What I'm saying is he did some pedophilia. He did some pedophilia shit. Like, I get it, you're horny, and like you want to use your fame to get you some pussy. There's nothing wrong, but he still had an open fucking send me news to the public, and his majority of his audience are children, or not even children, just like
I'm not even 100% sure if
not children, but like
kids, because like he was one of the motherfuckers that were around when like Screw Attack just got started, so it wouldn't surprise me if like a bunch of his videos are like aimed at, you know, people like us who like not grew up, but like on the internet, I guess, grew up with like early angry video game nerd stuff, and you just kind of go in thinking a lot of people watching fucking Nintendo videos are like 28 or 29 now.
See, I'm with you on that, but I still think it's predatory. All right, see, like I will agree with you on that.
I don't think it's predatory.
Let me finish. I still think it's predatory. I agree with you on that, but I still think it's predatory. Is one, he used his fame. Again, he put himself in a position where like, hey, I'm a famous person, send me news. Again, as a famous person, you probably already getting like nudes sent to you if you have an Instagram. I'm pretty sure a person or two is sending you their dick or their tit pits. But again, it's just weird. Just like, all right, even if that is the case, let's say majority of his audience are above the age of 18, because you're right. Sure. He was part of Normal Boots, and majority of those people audience are like in the 20. Like mid 20 or late 20, maybe early 30 age range there. So sure. I agree with you on that. But let's be honest real quick. Let's just be real honest real quick.
Sure.
He does appeal to like kids. Like that's just one. Like he does appeal to like a younger audience. It's not like grown ass businessman type, like, or businesswoman, or like I own a house type of people. He doesn't.
I'm not sure what to say because I'm 100% an accountant.
You are 100%.
He appeals to me.
Does he? Does he actually appeal to you?
I used to watch his videos.
I used to too, but then I fucking grew up. Like after, like
I generally think, you know, some of his stuff is all right. Like okay. I think a lot of his sense of humor hasn't aged well. It still has that kind of 2006. Well, this game is worse than a big poopy, like, you know, that vibe.
And that leads me to my second point, and this is why I really feel like it's predatory, because again, even if let's say majority of his audience isn't of the age of like under the age of 18, a large part of his audience, and hate me for saying this, probably have some kind of mental health, not mental health, just well, how do I say this without sounding super offensive?
I think you've already gone. I think I know what you're trying to say.
Probably large majority of his art is kind of Aspergery.
You want me to try that one again?
No, I'm sticking with that.
A lot of ProJared's audience are fucking man children.
I was going to just say Aspergery, but yeah, man children, but like man children-esque, even if they're not just men, like, because women can kind of be like that too.
Well, I think like man child, like it doesn't like put, you know, people with autism like under the bus, and also like, you know who you fucking are. If I call you a man child, you fucking know who you are.
Okay, I'm not saying everyone with autism is a man child, but what I am going to say, majority of people who are men child have autism.
You know, sometimes I just think they're just fucking weirdos with no social skills.
Yeah, but it's kind of
like how I don't think like
kind of like the same boat, bro.
A huge, well, you know, like so no social skills, being a fucking weirdo.
Like I kind of lack social skills too. There's no like I'm a gamer.
But I don't think being like a gross weirdo necessarily makes you autistic.
Okay. I don't want to sound hella fit. Okay.
Well, it's kind of like saying like not everybody that like is in a wheelchair has no legs. Like they're like maybe like sure some of them do, but like that's certainly that sometimes they're just. I don't know why I chose to.
I know you're getting at here. I know what you're getting at. I'm just saying. Maybe just we perceive it differently.
Well, keep in mind that like I have like a background like in mental health, so
nigga, don't like we all? We're all American. We all got a background in mental health.
Nigga, I went to school, dumb fuck.
You went to school? So did I, bro. When you went to school, that's a whole ass dude. You went to school. You gotta be more specific to that. Is what I'm getting at.
I'm just gonna put this out there for a minute. So something really annoying about studying social sciences is that it's something that everyone feels like really fucking qualified to talk about. So when you actually have like some amount of clout in that particular field, everyone feels like they're bigger shit than you, which is honestly sometimes not you. I'm not talking about you.
No, that's fine.
Honestly, sometimes like really, really fucking annoying. For example, if someone thinks that they can just run at me with black people commit more crimes, and that's why it's cool if I'm just like a racist or a white nationalist, while I'm over here in my world saying, could you please give me some documentation on that? Could you give me some numbers? And if you do give me some numbers, could you please give me a theory to back that up? Because even if you did show me like numbers to that, you're not telling me why those numbers are like that to begin with.
That's actually a true thing. I looked this up my damn self personally. I know we're getting sidetracked, but personally I looked this up. Statistically speaking, black people commit more violent crimes, but white people commit more hateful driven crimes. So like race-based crimes, like
hate crimes.
Like what crimes?
Hate crimes.
Like there you go. That's what I'm saying. White people commit more hate crimes, but black people, statistically, we're talking about statistically speaking here.
Yeah, of course. But and also like people just give that number and just kind of stop there, and you say, "Hey, he's racist."
Yeah, you're right, but it's not a specific number though. That's the thing about it though. That's what people seem to stop. It's not a specific. If you actually look at the numbers, it's more of a statistical thing. Like the numbers, if you really look at it, like the number of black people in America compared to the number of white people in America is significantly, like I didn't realize until I saw it, really it's significantly smaller than like whites, which is another reason we need to stop fucking killing each other, because there's way more white people than the blacks in America. But statistically speaking, like let's say there's only 2,000 people that commits like violent crime, but like in a community of like 50,000 people, in comparisons to like white people who commit more hate crimes, and there's like 3,000 people commit more hate crimes, but it's like 2 million white people. Statistically speaking, like percentage wise, that's a smaller number. So like people focus on like the fact, like they focus on more on the percentile compared to that person's like ethnic group, and less of the actual physical number there. If you look at that, then like the actual number is actually higher there. I'm sorry, I was agreeing with you, but I was talking more like statistical. Like I'm just saying, if someone comes at you with that stupid ass argument that like black people commit more crimes, so therefore being a white nationalist is justified. Like, okay, well, let's talk about the actual. Break it down,
Well, I mean, I was going to say, okay, let's take that thought, take it one step further. Why are they committing more crimes? Because it sounds like their logic. It sounds like their line is ending at because they're black, and then let's say you take it another step further, because they're impoverished. Okay, why are they impoverished? And so on and so forth.
That leads the whole thing. Let's go back to ProJared though.
So I feel like I'm not quite understanding, because like you're saying, I would totally ask for nudes. So
yeah, I would.
So why is it an issue if?
Because it's not. You're not understanding what I'm saying. It's asking an individual person that you already have an established relationship with for nudes is nowhere near as bad than being an influential person. Okay, imagine Jay-Z. Or not even but imagine Kojima. Imagine fucking Kojima, or not even Kojima, Miyamoto. Fuck it, name a famous person. Imagine a famous person saying to their saying to their
audience. That Shigeru Miyamoto one. Let's go
Miyamoto. Let's go with Miyamoto. Like, right, who like has an audience of both kids and also grown ass adults, both male, female, grown ass adults, female. Kids and adults. I'm sorry, but have fans of both adults and kids. Miyamoto is a perfect example here. He's just a way bigger example.
Sure.
if I found out like tomorrow that Miyamoto in his free time was texting some side bitch that he's been fucking for years about for some nudes, I don't give a damn. That's nothing. But if I found out that Miyamoto started a Tumblr page where he went to his fucking fans, like his entire fan base, and say, hey, send me nudes, that's weird. That's a different situation. Now you're opening that gate, that door, to potentially receive underage photos. Because like, yeah, it's not technically your fault because you didn't know, you didn't tell that one specific underage kid to send you a nude, but you left the door open for another. And yeah, you may ask prior, you may ask prior that, hey, are you of the age of 18? But you don't know this person like individually, so they may fucking lie. When I was under the age, I lied. I mean, I didn't lie about being underage.
Let's not act
but
like we all just said, "Oh shucks, that porn site asked me if
actually,
I was 18."
Exactly. That's exactly my point right there. Yeah. So it's like all he did was just ask. Did no verification? Did he have ID? Like, did he ask for like birth certificate?
Like hey guys, hey, just send me your fucking butthole and also a picture of your social and photo ID. Please, thank you. I'm
sorry, but you get what I'm saying now? Like, do you actually?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, and I think the difference is like, and it's not that big a difference. I'm a semi-believer and don't attribute to malice what can be attributed to stupidity.
There we. I mean,
I think it's closer to being fucking stupid than predatory. But,
I think it's a combination of both. I'm not denying the stupidity there because
it is stupid, but I mean like stupid in the way of like you somehow didn't think of that, and I
can't believe that.
Stupid.
I can't believe.
That's reasonable.
I can believe certain people are stupid. Like I can believe certain people are just actually dumb. There's no doubt about that. I don't believe that with him though. I'm not saying he's a like a predator like I don't fucking know. Like, name a person who's a fucking actual predator, like a predator from
regular Jared.
Yes, actually, yes. I don't believe he's on that level where he's actively where he's actively trying to pursue sexual actions with an underage child. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is he may have those feelings inside of him. That's up for speculation. I'm not saying that as exact proof. But like, I believe personally, that I'm adding my own belief there, that he may have those those feelings inside of him.
Like, he wouldn't actively go out and do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe he'd actually go out and do it. But and that's the part I don't believe is actually malice. Let me finish. But anyway, I believe those feelings are inside of him, but I can't just believe that, like I've said this to you before, I can't fucking believe that he just never once, as a person with a fucking following, like a person who has 1 million subscribers, or had 1 million, I don't know where he at now, but he had 1 million subscribers on YouTube, who made a business out of making YouTube content, who watched other people, like even before the whole Me Too movement, there was other people who fucking, what is that guy's name? Remember Toby Turner? Remember that YouTuber? He was like really.
I have no idea who that is.
He was a really big YouTuber. He was like, I think he was bigger than PewDiePie. He was basically PewDiePie before PewDiePie got as big as PewDiePie was. He was like the biggest YouTuber at one point. Tobuscus was another name of his. Anyway, he had a sex scandal where he was like basically, I don't think he raped anyone, but he was like really, really abusive, like mentally, it's not physically, but like mentally abusive and shit like that. And like that information leaked and then, got in public, and then he like his whole career fell after that. So there was people, what I'm getting at is there were people before the whole Me Too movement, before all like the world we lived in now, who still fell from doing some stupid sexual shit. And like, I just can't believe, like, as a grown ass man, my damn self, I cannot believe that someone else who isn't also a grown-ass man, who has some kind of intelligence in his head to run a fucking business and start a business and to run a business, he never once thought that, hey, maybe there might be some kids in here sending me nudes. I'm just like, that part I can't get over. That part right there. You can tell me that, yeah, he just all ignorance and he never actually touched anyone. And he's probably just all ignorant. It's not just it's not malice. I'm not saying he's like fucking Hitler evil, but what I'm saying is he ain't completely like I just can't believe that. I can't believe that he just never thought that, hey, maybe there's kids here. I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe it should be a case by case basis where I talk to people I know who are not under the age of 18. Because again, if that's the case, I wouldn't give a fuck. I literally would not give a damn. You know, it would just be another guy who cheated on his wife, and I wouldn't care about that.
Yeah, like I'm getting I'm definitely. Yeah, I have far less strong feelings on it because I kind of don't really like. I'm just having a nigga just seem to have been kind of do citations.
Hold on, wait. Re-say that because your mic broke it up.
Like I guess I have like far less strong feelings. Like like I would think there would be more people happy to say, oh, yeah, I guess he's not actively trying to farm pictures from children. He seems to be doing his due diligence. Like, shouldn't that, people be...
I think there are more people. That's why I said I was disappointed, because I think the majority of his fans
kind of
saying that.
Well, like, as far as I can tell, it's just people going either, oh, this is cult news, I don't want to talk about it anymore, or, oh, yeah, well, he's still a shithead anyway. But I'm kind of in the camp of he's not, actively looking for pictures of children, so... That's cool. The world has one less, active pedophile. I guess. I think that's good.
You know what? You know what? I'll agree with you on that. I don't believe that he's actively looking for kids, but what I do believe he's a man addicted to getting nudes sent to him. Like I think it's a power thing.
That's absolutely. That is,
but
people loving getting nudes sent to them. That's 150% thing.
Yeah,
and also the only reason why most people use Grindr because they'll just send you their butts.
I didn't know what Grindr is a gay Tinder,
right? Yeah, basically. Yeah, okay. But also like,
are there lesbians on Grindr? That a friend of mine wants to know.
There's a whole other website for girls.
I'm just curious.
I am not sure what it's called.
These fucking lesbians are like secret agent type secret shit, man. Like,
well, I just don't know because I'm not a lesbian.
Yeah, but like, I know lesbians and like they don't tell me this shit. I want to know. I want to know just so I can see it. I don't even want to be involved in it. I'm not a lesbian. I'm 100% male.
You just want to know the secret techniques. Yeah, like I didn't know there was a whole like gay metagame until I started telling friends.
Okay, now you just blew my mind. There's a gay metagame? What are you talking about?
Okay, so this is one I actually didn't believe until someone told me. There's like a really complicated fucking flagging system where like the flags that are on your backpack indicate your sexuality and what weird fucking kinks you have.
I can kind of believe that. There's when we were teenagers, like our early 20s, when we were teenagers. You remember when we were in high school, girls had the bands on their wrist, like the different color bands, each different color. Like I don't even believe that a lot of women were actually doing anything. I think they were just like looking for attention. But each color of the band represent different sexual activities. Like, so if you have blue, you're down for blowjobs. If you had a white one, you were down to do anal. If you had like a fucking black one, you were down to just go all the way or something. There's like different colors represented, and like a lot of women, I don't even believe they were doing it. I think they were just kind of doing it for the attention. But I can believe that game exists because I've straight women who play that game.
Yeah, and every time someone gay says something to me, I feel like for the first like fucking month, I had to like Google what shit meant. Like I don't know. You just sent me a picture of eyes, and you're just saying barking noises, and I had to go back and ask my friend, yo, you're like a fucking gay ass man, or what does that mean?
Wait, what does that mean? Like barking as in like cat calling barking? Like
I guess yeah, like just texting someone woof. I guess that's just gay whistling, I guess.
I think that person is just weird. I think that
no, this has happened multiple times, Robert.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand. This is bizarre, my man.
Okay.
Generous means you're a prostitute of some sort.
Gender? I guess. Wait, what?
Generous. Like, are
you
generous? Yeah, I'm generous, quote unquote. You like that means you're willing to pay people for sex, I guess.
I kind of
I kind of rhyme reason for it, but like just
we're
like
talking
a lot
about
of asking out of the fucking blue.
Hold on, wait. I gotta ask. I'm asking specifics now because you know more about this than I do.
Sure.
When you ask, are you generous? Are you asking? Is that the person you're asking? Are you asking them? Are they generous, as in the case like they're willing to fuck you for money, or are you asking? Are they willing to give you money to be fucked?
Yeah.
Which
like,
one? Are you a trick or are you a hoe? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Like, hey, are you generous? Are you a trick?
Oh, that's kind of funny. That's
some people just say out loud, "Hey, fellas, I'm very generous."
Oh shit! I've heard that before. Now I know what that means. I'm learning the gay lingo, bruh. I'm learning it, man. I'm about to start. I'm about to be that guy. I'm like, hey, you nasty. You nasty. I'm just like, I'm not gay, but I know what that means. You nasty.
I know the fucking secret technique.
I'm fucking obnoxious, man.
The last thing I want to say about ProJared is this is actually like not the worst segue. I'm getting the vibe that he doesn't know, not his audience, but he doesn't know his persona is weird guy that looks like a bird. He's not
I
like,
hella agree with you on that.
He doesn't seem to understand. He's not the cool, openly sexual sex guy. That he seems to, the more I say it out loud and the more I say, well, if it's not ignorance, then what is it? I think it might be that, like, he thinks he's like this awesome, not like sex god, but like, oh, I'm so openly sexual.
He thinks
polyamorous person.
He thinks too high of himself, and like he normalizes his action a little bit too much,
or like in a way where like that kind of clashes with like your image. For example,
no, I agree with you on that.
If he was like a provocateur, or even, well, I'm not gonna say, well, what if he was like Shovelware? But like even that, like I think if we were both famous, right, we would probably get away with it at least better because we have a record of being at least a little bit more provocative. You know what I mean? Like we've been on record multiple times saying, "Dog, it'd be cool to have a porn star on the show." Like obviously content not for small children.
Yeah, but actually, I'll be down for that. To be honest, I would love to have a conversation with a porn star. If I can find one, I know a stripper, but she's not a porn star. That's kind of close though. But
that would still be cool though. Talk to them, see if they want to come on the show.
I'm alright. I don't need that. There's some people you just don't need in your life, and that's one of them.
IRL. I forgot. This is like a real. If you're an internet stripper, if you want to be on the show, drop a line, I guess.
Miss Delphine. Just send me an email, really.
Tell us what's in the fucking gamer water. Like, is it just tap water, or did you actually take a bath in it? Ew.
Is she still sold out of that? Is she still selling that? Was that like a limited time thing?
I think it was sold out for a little bit. What I kind of wish became a thing is you know how people have like their own, like, I don't know, like persona or like aesthetic choice or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think people need to pick their bathwater flavors, like a bathwater flavor that represents you. Bobby, what is Robert? I don't want to say your fucking last name. Robert Denny. What does his bathwater taste like?
I have absolutely no idea who the fuck you're talking about right now.
You.
Oh, nigga, my name is literally Mr. B.R. Jones.
Well, I didn't know if it was just a
hey, for you. My fucking name. I appreciate it. But my name, my literal, you call me Bobby, so that's clearly what the B stands for. And like, I have Jones. Dude, don't even trip.
It could have been for anything, man. Well, anyway, what is your fucking bathwater, Bobby? What does it taste like? Don't dodge the fucking question, okay?
Probably dirty and filthy. I don't really know what it tastes like. Probably soapy, dirty, and filthy. Probably those three things. A little bit watery. And probably a little bit watery, mostly dirty. A little bit watery, probably mostly dirty, filthy, and soapy. That's probably the flavor. It may have a little bit of sperm in it, depending on how I'm feeling that day.
A nut.
Like a little bit nutty. I don't fucking know what my bathwater. That's a weird. I've never drank my own bathwater, man.
No, you stupid. Fine, I'll go first. Mine tastes like cocoa butter and lavender. What taste of body washes do you associate with, Robert? Viewers, you post your bathwater flavors. Your bathwater
I don't know the name of my okay, I can tell you the name of my body wash is Dove, but I don't know the flavors because I don't pay. I just go by smell. Like I go by smell, and whatever I like, I just go from that. So yeah, it's pretty sure it's Mountain Dew. Like I'm pretty sure I have like Mountain Dew flavored Dove soap. Just
Mountain Dew Dove soap.
I hope
if this is real, I'm just gonna.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not real.
I'm not gonna do that. It doesn't like it. Thank fucking God.
Hey, since we're talking about Dove soap right now, have you ever noticed that a Prius looked like a bar of Dove soap?
Hold on.
have you ever noticed that? Like,
no, I'm sorry. I'm pulling up like a picture of a Prius right now. I'm gonna put it next to a bar of Dove soap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not the liquid soap.
I hope you're playing along, viewers.
Please, if you're listening to this on Spotify, Google Play, or YouTube, Stitcher too, Shovelware Podcast, play along. Just open up your fucking smartphone, Google search Dove soap, and then immediately after that, Google search Prius, and I guarantee you will realize that a Prius looks like a bar of Dove soap.
Oh my fucking God, it does. I hate you.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't understand how you never realized that in the first place. Like the very first time I seen a Prius, I'm like, why does that look like soap? And I've never left my mind.
I think it's because by the time I knew what a Prius is, I only body wash mostly.
I hate Priuses. Like it's not even just like I respect them because they're Prius is trying to save the planet. Go green and whatnot. That part I like. Eco-friendly, gas mileage and everything. That shit is awesome. Mm-hmm. Prius drivers suck
because you think it's cool.
No, Prius drivers suck. Like they all just fucking suck. Yeah.
So one of my homies in this year, in the year of our Lord 2019, no other year, has had her car fucking broken into like 5 ass times. She has a Prius, and I feel like those two things are not entirely unrelated.
It's a combination of she has a Prius and where she lives. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
It's not even like where she lives. This has happened in multiple different places. So I wonder if people just look at Priuses and go, "Man, fuck those Richards," which is the slur that we use for rich people.
You don't need to be. Priuses aren't that expensive, to be honest. I mean, the repairs on them are more expensive.
Well, I don't really see too many like broke niggas. Like,
I'll
if it
get
came
that.
down to like,
I'll get that.
Yeah, like I don't really see too many motherfuckers who are like struggling to pay their rent.
You know
like,
what I saw for the first time?
With the Prius.
You know what I saw for the first time in my life? A motherfucking Tesla in the hood. And I'm not lying. I saw a Tesla in the hood, and I was sitting there looking at it. I'm like, it was only a matter of time. It was only, and realistically speaking, it was only a matter of time.
This is like that time. It's gonna get weird if you don't live in Oakland. I fucking saw a it wasn't a Prius. It was like a motherfucking hipster ass dude on a bike on like B Street, which is like the most fucking ghetto part of the fucking ghetto for people that are not in Oakland. And that was real fucking surreal because that felt like, ooh, y'all gentrifiers are pressing into like the deepest abyss.
I mean, this ain't nothing new though. This is really
it's
nothing.
Not. It just kind of felt like, okay, so we've gone to space, but have we gone to Mars? It felt kind of like that.
Well, we're on our way.
Sure, like we've gone to West Oakland. We occasionally dabble in East Oakland a little bit. We're totally chill downtown Oakland. But have you gone to fucking B Street yet? Like, have you gone to like the deepest territory?
You know what? I think it would be weirder as soon as I start seeing a whole bunch of white. Like, I've already accepted the fact that white people kind of taking over West Oakland. That makes kind of sense, really, because it's closer to the bridge and like San Francisco's on the other side. To be honest, that, like geographically speaking, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like it makes sense. Yeah, like if you're a techie working in the city, not a far commute.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of sucks, but whatever. Gentrification is the thing.
Yeah,
it's going to be weird though.
A sign that says "No rich people" or something.
We should. I mean, they kind of already exist. I mean, but whatever.
No Richards allowed.
But it's going to be weird when I start seeing like suburban, like white people type people on 9/8 or like international on 9/8. You know, Like, that's going to be weird. That is going to be actually weird. And it's going to happen eventually. You know it. Like, me and you both know it's going to happen. But when that day actually does happen, that's going to be fucking weird.
Like, you're in, like, the fucking deepest territory.
Like, deep East Oakland type shit. And they're just like, hey, how you doing, Jim? Oh, I'm all right, Bill. And just looking at... like, they all those fucking crack apartments with, like, 18 different drug dealers that live in them, they're all going to just get broke down and rebuilt in, like, this awesome, dope-ass looking way. Rent's going to skyrocket like out of control, even though rent's already too damn high.
I'll never forget the time near my house, which is in. Oh, dang! I've said near whatever. It doesn't. if people are hunting me down in real fucking life, then we're doing something right.
That's what I see it as. Good job. I'm glad you're looking at that. If someone's trying to hurt us, that means we're doing a good job.
Yeah, we must be doing something right. Like not too far away from my house is like is like a chain of buildings that are like super suspicious and like a donut store that's always closed and shit. So they opened a grocery store I used to work at, right? And like I guess that whole block of fucking buildings are like just drug houses, and they're like, hey, so you guys are opening up like a business over here? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So there's gonna be like a lot of like, you know, like traffic and people over here. That's the plan. Ah, shit. Okay, thanks a lot, man.
And just kind of shut down that whole. It's weird because that whole area, that whole area over there is like slowly being cleaned up, and it's kind of a good thing, but at the same time, it's weird to watch.
A lot of people who live in the like immediate area, like specifically people of color, because I actually did like look at like mail and shit for this, and did like their research, like, yeah, go for it. Like I could use like having an open donut store here. They're gonna turn it into like an old folks home.
Boo! The old needs to die. Okay, I'm gonna stop right what I'm saying because I don't even agree with that.
I mean, would you rather them live forever? That's a curse.
That is actually a curse.
They're gonna outlive everyone. They're gonna outlive their old ones and be immortal.
I need to stop smoking weed because the other day I was smoking and I was thinking about immortality, right? And not even just immortality, like splitting consciousness. Sure. I was at work in my job. Like I work with internet, so like it's a lot of information. And I started thinking about the human soul, and the human soul is basically information. I mean, it's more than just information, but if you kind of break it down, it's like it's information that possesses this body and pushes it forward. So I was thinking, like, is it possible to like split consciousness? And what I mean by split consciousness is like first off, if that is possible, the only thing I could see it actually happen is virtually. So you have to like copy everything that is, like, metaphorically speaking, I copied everything that is Brandon, and then I digitally and then I transferred over to a computer or whatever. Is it possible to split consciousness where like you're still living your life the way you live your life now, like you still see the world from your eyes and everything, but can you simultaneously, while living your life as Brandon, connect with your virtual self and live your life? Like, okay, imagine Mega Man NT Warrior, where there's Mega Man and there's Lan, but Mega Man and Lan are the same person with one conscience. It's not just, hey friend, how are you? I'm good, friend, how are you? It's, hey other me. I don't even have to ask how you are because I can connect with you neurologically.
I feel like that would probably work like near automata, where like the it's not happening simultaneously, but it's just updated so often on like the real body side. Like, you know, there's something in your brain that says every X, could be every minute, could be every second, I don't know. Like, we're gonna update that information so, you know, the real you knows what's going on in the digital one and can act on that or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which is a little roundabout, but
yeah, I mean, that's like honestly speaking, that's probably the most realistic way of like thinking about it. But, you know, it would be really cool if you can kind of like have a hive mind with yourself and like see the world from another perspective of you. Like, you know. Yeah,
because without that, it just becomes a scary existential, is an exact copy of me, of my exact memories me? And if you're like me and a fucking weeaboo and you read Gantz, the answer is, unfortunately, no. That's a totally different ass guy.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Actually, same thing with starfish. I think if a starfish, like if you chop off a limb of a starfish, that limb grows a body, and that body grows a new limb, and they just become two different starfish, which is hella fucking weird. But it makes sense. Yeah, whatever.
I, part of me just wanted to say cancel Starfish, but I didn't really know what to do after that, so I just froze.
I'm down for that. Like, is SpongeBob still is SpongeBob still a thing? Like, is there new episodes of SpongeBob?
Yeah, it's still going.
Is it really still going? Damn, that's kind
of. Yeah, like I heard it got good because the guy that made it came back, but then he passed away like kind of recently. And
the voice of SpongeBob or the creator of SpongeBob?
Like the dude that made it, like he passed. Like he passed away from. I don't remember what, but it was in like early the or something.
Oh, I didn't even know that at all. R.I.P. to SpongeBob's daddy. Hopefully, he didn't go out in a bad way. I'm not going to research it because I don't care enough to research it.
I forget what he went from, but it was a pretty bad disease.
Okay.
Hey, fellas, I had an idea. Let's talk about something cool now.
Like the death of artists, like Martian. That was actually a sad death. That was a really sad death because it was so unexpected. He was young too. He was only like 30, like 34, 35.
Yeah, like I think it was like an allergic reaction or something.
Yeah, I mean, it was like going off as like surgery, and you're right. I think he just had an allergic reaction like morphine or something, and he just never recovered from it. Which you'd think they would test that first because or if it was morphine is a thing that a lot of people, surprisingly, a lot of people are allergic to. So you think there would be like a lot of tests prior to just handing a nigga off some morphine. But yeah, R.I.P. to Martian. Why are we talking about Monty right now? I haven't thought about him in years.
Because I couldn't think of a segue.
I just bought Final Fantasy 14, $20 on PlayStation Network store. Kind of good, kind of great.
Could you explain to us why it's good?
Because it's pretty, and it's an MMO. To be honest, I haven't got further enough in the game to actually express to you why I like it, but I like it. It's just very. It's like it's Final Fantasy 12, but good. I didn't play 11, so I can't compare it to 11. And the story is just like there's a lot going on that I can't really like connect explain to you what was happening in the story. And realistically speaking, since I've bought it, because I just bought it a few hours ago, I've only had a few hours of playing, and I've only killed like a total of 9 monsters. Like literally only killed like a total of 9 monsters. But it's good. I can't really explain it. Ask me next week.
My gut is saying next week is going to be the Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy.
I'm down for that. Oh, because you just got Fire Emblem, man. How you like it so far?
I have not even gotten to proper play it because what we were talking about last night is true. They sure as shit persona that bitch up and just go, all right, we're just gonna talk at you for a few hours and we'll just chill out for a little bit before the game starts. And I thought I was gonna be like any other Fire Emblem, so like a little intro, then you play it, then like story fight. That's like the general Fire Emblem flow. Mm-hmm. Kind of like an episode of Pokemon where they chat for a little bit and then it's fighting time and they chat for a little bit and next episode. It's Persona so far, so I haven't gotten to play it yet. So I'm gonna feel real fucking stupid if I need to change the difficulty later and I have to do the whole first 6 hours over.
You can't save it at any time?
You can change it, but you can't change it back, and I don't like a baby.
So, do it. Do it. Do it.
I'll see if it's too hard first.
Do it. It's Fire Emblem.
It's already set on hard mode and classic, but it says like hard mode for experienced players.
Do they still have that permadeath in Fire Emblem now?
Yeah, but you can turn it off. But I've noticed the game isn't really balanced to not have it. Because if you're not worried about your dudes dying, then you just fucking run these motherfuckers over.
I like that. I like the way that sounds. I can't. I tried playing one of the. Remember when the ambassador program for the 3DS? Remember?
Oh yeah, you played Sacred Stones.
Yeah, that was the free Fire Emblem game for that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing that. Yeah, I was playing that, and It's a good game. That's when I actually start to realize why Fire Emblem was good with just playing that game. But one of my characters, I forgot who it was. One of my characters died, and I just full blown turned that shit off. I just turned
That's
the
what we
top.
all do.
Yeah,
Like, usually you just
but
reset that bit.
but if we already do it, why play a game like I understand why that mode is there. Like even though it may make the game easier, I already fucking cheat because I don't fucking let my character die. So
It's more like a beat the stage without getting hit than anything, because it's sort of like playing with infinite health if you play like on casual where they just come back later, because the game just isn't really balanced around that. It's balanced around nobody dies. if someone dies, then you've lost this round, like period.
really, is it that difficult?
I wouldn't say it's that. It's balanced in a very strange way where they want you to be careful, and it's not impossible. So when they tell you it doesn't matter, anyone can die. Oh, let's just fucking blow through these motherfuckers. This is Dragon Ball Z now. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Like, oh, Vegeta died. That's fine. He'll be back in a minute. It's cool.
Have you seen? I'm sorry, we're talking about Dragon Ball Z, and remember? No, it's fine. It's fine. We've actually legit did a good job.
We've been good. We've been
yeah, it's fine. So we can spare it this time. But I will remember last night we was talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a trailer. And I feel like if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, and the more specific, you're a Dragon Ball Z fan and like understand the jokes and everything within the Dragon Ball Z community, this trailer is just one big ass joke. But it's a 2-minute long trailer for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, where it's just promoting Goku as a father, and and more specifically, not even like a father with Goten, because that would make more sense. No, him as a father, it's him as a father with Gohan, and like in the trailer it was like you're not just Goku or you're not just Kakarot. It's not just a story of a man. It's a story about being a father and the son. And like the whole fucking trailer is just Goku and Gohan and Goku raising Gohan and everything.
Like all the fucking shit he's fucking put Gohan through.
Right, but like if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you know that Goku is a worst fucking father.
Like I'm literally fucking watching this trailer right now. There's a picture of I guess Gohan fucking broke his arm. Don't worry though, Goku's here.
Well, you know the cell games,
what?
Right? Yeah.
No, this is Frieza.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Not really. In hindsight, not really sure why they. I'm sorry. Why did they send Gohan to space again?
Because he wanted to go. I think that was the only reason. Because Chi-Chi didn't want him to go, and Krillin wanted him there because he's Goku's son. So they thought that he was going to pull a Goku and just fix everything, and he kind of did. So that's
he totally did. But okay, yes, Goku's generally fucking right about this stuff. But it's not just me who sometimes go, I feel like. I really fucking feel for Chi-Chi sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Well, if I had a kid, and they were sending him out to fight, aliens and shit, I would be fucking livid every goddamn day.
If you had a kid who wasn't even a teenager yet, because I think he was only 9 or 8 or 9.
6 or 9 or something.
Yeah, he was still a child, and he just gets sent off to space with a half-naked scientist, and I mean Bulma's never really half naked, but just that one part when she was walking around
Bulma, just fucking Bulma. You already fucking know.
Okay, actually no. Bulma is actually responsible. Bulma's she's actually responsible. Give Bulma her credit. I'm not saying you, but I'm sorry. I want to give Bulma credit. She's actually responsible. So for Chi-Chi, you at least have Bulma there, who's a literal super fucking genius. To watch over your son, though she did a terrible job of doing that. But her son was sent off to space with a super genius woman and a bald midget. Just go off to space to fight some fucking intergalactic space overlord.
I mean, I guess in theory, they just thought it was going to be a barren ass fucking planet.
I guess in their mind, they were just was looking for Dragon Balls.
Frieza was gonna be there until they actually got there, right?
But I don't think. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think they knew about the Frieza Force, but they definitely knew about the Saiyans who worked for the Frieza Force, though.
Yeah, I don't think he. Oh wait, did they know he was going to Namek?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I remember the communicator informing Vegeta and Nappa about the Dragon Balls. That's the reason why they came to Earth in the first place. And then after the fight, Vegeta gets in his pod and then goes to a little place and gets healed up. But immediately after that, goes to Namek.
Oh wait, I think Frieza knew about the Dragon Balls, and he found it out through like that chain of command or something like that. And he's like, "Oh shit, Dragon Balls! Oh fuck, I know those," or something like that.
To be honest, how do
Isn't it weird how often we talk about Dragon?
No,
probably over the course of our lives, witness the story of Dragon Ball Z and can't remember most of the finer details of it.
Yeah, because it's all about the punches, man. I mean, like
it's mostly just. I'm not sure why this is 300 episodes a long show. He just fights 6 dudes and that's it.
Okay, you know what? I think there should be. We're talking about Dragon Ball Z, but I'm kind of switching a little bit. I think Yamcha legitimately needs some fucking like some credit because he may be the weakest out of the Z fighters. And this might be the 100% true outside of Chaozu. He may be the actual weakest out of the Z fighters, but he's still probably I don't know, whatever. How many Z fighters are there? Like 10 or 11 of them. Like
yeah, sure, whatever. Like there's about a dozen. I don't know.
Yeah, he's still like the 10th strongest person on that planet.
Yeah, he's a strong dude. Like he's not like concerned about, oh shit, guys, I don't know if I can go down that dark alley. It's pretty late. I better bring some protection.
Right, and he also is a professional baseball player, or was at one point a professional baseball player, right? He should still be a professional baseball because he's still hella strong. There's no reason why he can fly. Go ahead.
I really like in fighters whenever they're like, and Yamcha's coming to kind of fight. Oh, I don't really like. You guys know I don't really do that anymore. And I appreciate they clarify, oh no, he's not the weakest, he's just retired. He doesn't really, he's just chilling out. Like he saw Super Saiyan 2. He's like, okay, that's
that gap is kind of outrageous. Like Tien's good
that's
too.
Enough of that.
Tien kind of
lied to himself, but I'm not helping this. Come on, let's be real, guys.
Yeah, but like Yamcha needs some like I would love to see like a little side story, if not like making fun of Yamcha, just like Yamcha's life, right? And make it kind of dark and gritty. This is just in my head, can like in a little not dark, like super dark and gritty, with the point where like limbs are getting chopped off and he's like shooting people in the head and like whatever.
Like he's having a beer. He's in the bar.
He's in a beer. Yeah, he's drinking a beer. He's in the bar. He's a little bit depressed because he's by himself and the only person he got to love him is his cat. Right? That's typical. Like that's fair. There's men right now in their lives who's basically living the same life as Yamcha, just not being like disrespected on the same level, but like a lonely guy. Like no, seriously, real talk. Just a lonely guy, him and his animal. Because
that's me without an animal.
Right? Like if I didn't have Kayla, that would be me without a sis. If I didn't have Kayla, that would be me too. So he's a relatable character in some respect, but also give him respect. Like having a bar, drinking a beer, whatever, and then like some asshole like, hey, come here, I'm about to rape you, lady, and then like he have that person be like a cat person because it's Dragon Ball Z, because it's Dragon Ball Z, and then Yamcha gets up and like completely demolishes this guy and like actually becomes it. That was really loud. That was really
really? Oh, okay, well, it's silent now.
No, sorry. I was looking at the readings, the audio readings right when it happened. So, like, it just spiked up at one time. It's fine. It's not that bad. I have a filter on your audio, so it doesn't peak. So you're good. Logistics aside, Yamcha is kind of cool, and Tien is kind of cool. Tien is more cool than Yamcha, but they both need some fucking love in the Dragon Ball lore.
I think I'm just starting to like Yamcha more because what's that dude? You remember that long ass video where the dude says, "Why the fuck do they hate Tien so much?" Yeah, Tien's like fucking 50. What's he even doing? Like, how much longer do you have to fight to be stronger than Goku? Like, come on, dog. You can be doing something else.
I don't think that's his goal anymore because he ain't making that. I really
like. What is he even doing? Like, he started.
He's a teacher. He's starting in high school. That's probably the best thing, but he sucks because none of his students can use ki. Like if he can,
I think Tien should try online dating. He's a big guy. Girls like that maybe. Or guys. I don't know what he's into.
I imagine Krillin and Tien just smashing pussy. Like I imagine them two characters, but like Krillin, Tien, and if Vegeta wasn't with Bulma, I imagine them three characters specifically in the Dragon Ball universe just getting tail. Maybe even Yamcha. Maybe Yamcha.
I can't really see Krillin until like he's with 18, and then she just says, "Yeah, dude, yeah, fucking go for it." Like,
let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind a little bit, right?
Okay.
Who did Krillin have before 18?
Launch? No,
it wasn't Launch, but it was that launch. That big
Marin. I
think. There you go. That's her name, Marin. Yeah, he was pulling baddies.
You ever have a moment where you have to honestly think, is that what happened in Dragon Ball Z, or did Team 4-Star tell me that?
I think he was actually I think he was actually pulling baddies, but when I think about Team 4-Star and Marin or whatever, I think in Team 4-Star he pulled Marin because he won the lottery.
He was like,
but that's what I'm trying to remember. That's the thing. I don't remember that part specifically because immediately after that, Garlic Jr. happens, and that's way more.
I'm big weed. We're like, well, it's not canon, so it's anime filler, so it's not canon.
It's canon to the anime. That's about it. It's not manga canon, but it's canon to the anime.
Fair enough.
So it's canon depending on what you consume. But yeah, I don't know. But Krillin, I still think Krillin actually getting Krillin's probably getting tail. Definitely Yamcha. Definitely not definitely. Well, probably because he's a professional athlete, but definitely
I feel like Yamcha has no issues getting tail, but issues like holding down a stable relationship.
I believe it. Yeah.
I think that's the real thing. That's the real reason I think Goku has 2 kids. Yamcha has chlamydia, maybe. I don't
know. That's probably a real ass thing. That kind of sucks, man. I kind of feel bad for Yamcha, man.
Yeah, like fucking Goku in Fighters rubs in his face, like, yeah, dude, come on, fight. Like, you're not doing anything. You're like 45, you ain't got a family. Come on, dude, let's go.
Did he actually? Did he say that?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you don't have a family. You're like 45. Like, just join the fight, dude. You're not doing anything. You just come on over and train. It's good.
And like,
Goku thinks he's being nice.
Is that in a cutscene, or is that just like in when like the characters talk right before a fight?
I think it's one of the talks before the fights, or one of the in between ones. I think
that's kind of fucked up.
It's a little messed up. Like, and Goku honestly thinks, come on, dude, the door's always open. You're always invited over. Like, it's always a good time to be getting some training in.
Yamcha is older than Goku, and Goku is like 44. So.
Oh, jeez. Well, yeah, he's like I think he's like 6 or 7 years older than Goku.
Yeah, so he got like damn near 50. Yamcha looks good. Yamcha, actually, Yamcha and Bulma and Krillin look really good for their age.
One of my favorite things about Dragon Ball Z isn't even like the fighting anymore, but like they're just comfortable letting these people like get old and still go on adventures and shit. Like, isn't Bulma like fucking pushing 50? She's still like doing time traveling and shit, and still being a milkman.
Yeah, no, not anymore. Did you watch Broly?
I do, but I don't remember anything besides Broly.
Never mind, because she didn't get her wish. But in Broly, her wish was to be like 3 years younger. That's all. Like, it was like, yeah.
Well, she's still like pushing 50.
She up there. She's another character who's like older than Goku, and Goku got to be. I think at the end of Dragon Ball, like when he sees Oob and flies off and everything, I think he's like 44 at that time. So
yeah, because he would have been about 20 when he had Gohan, and Gohan would be about 20 at that point. So
no,
he's about 40. I think he's a little over 40, but he
got to be. He may be over 40 because like Goten was like a teenager at that point, so he may be a little bit over 40. So anyway, sorry, Yamcha and what is her name? What is her name? Oh my God, Bulma. Sorry, I forgot Bulma's name. Yeah, they got to be in their 50s, and yeah, Bulma's looking good. She's looking good for her. She's living life. If anyone is living their best life, It's fucking Bulma. One, she's a super genius.
Again, like more fucking reason I always feel bad for Chi-Chi.
I kind of feel you're right, but like you're right, you're hella right about that. But let's talk about Bulma right now. Let's not talk about sad ass lonely housewife Chi-Chi. Let's talk about Bulma, a badass bitch. But like Bulma,
like, listen up, she fucking tamed Vegeta of all people.
She tamed. I was about to get there, but like she's getting Prince Dick, like angry Prince Dick, and Vegeta is putting in that work because he got to be better than Kakarot, right? Even in bed. So, he putting in that work. She's a super genius and fucking born rich. So, she can do whatever the fuck she wants to. She slapped a god and lived. She slapped the god of destruction and then got slapped by a god of destruction and lived to tell about it.
And also lived. Yeah. She just casually flew into the center of the universe to ask like the smartest guy in the universe, hey, what's up?
Right? She has angels literally on speed dial.
Just
hey,
chilling out.
Hey, Whis, I baked the cake for you, bruh. Come hang out with me,
man. You want to go to In-N-Out later? Like, I'm not trying to drive, but if you take me, I'll buy it for you.
She has a fucking yacht, a giant yacht too, like a yacht.
She just grabbed the fucking Dragon Balls because she could, and just I don't know,
could.
Man. It's my birthday. You know how it is.
Because she could. She does this shit on the regular. She she builds spaceships and then goes to other planets and then has fucking, I don't know, like connections with races outside. Like, and the dopest part about her, the real dopest part about her, she has a sister that no one fucking talks about.
Like, literally known Goku for like 35 years. Okay, I got a sister.
Who's a fucking intergalactic cop.
Goku, literally your oldest fucking friend. Oh, yeah, have you guys not met?
That's kind of crazy that they never... What? Like, and they... it's crazy the fact that they brought it up when they brought it up. So much... I'm talking about Funimation, not Funimation, but Toei. Like, Toei brought up the fact that Bulma has a sister when they brought it up, just... And so casually on top of that. And then on top of that, never brought her up again. So Bulma has a sister, but he doesn't lead anywhere.
Yeah, Vegeta has a brother.
And doesn't lead anywhere.
It goes...
But see, I don't consider the brother canon,
though. The brother thing was... I think they do mention him once in Super, but I get the vibe that they thought about it and said, ooh, this was actually kind of a dumb idea. I like these...
Did they mention something?
I think at some point they mentioned he has a brother or something, and I get the feeling that that's because they said, okay, I like this idea, but I really like the idea of the universe 7 Saiyans or 6, the one. I like the little Saiyans more, so let's just, do that instead.
The universe 6 Saiyans, yeah, that's what you're talking about. This universe 6 Saiyans are way more interesting in concept.
I want to see a side show about them. Kinda.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I would actually prefer to. I just want to see the Saiyan society that's been raised in peace.
I just like Dragon Ball Z when oh shit, he pulled a gun on me. Like that's kind of a real threat a little bit, or hey guys, we're actual space bikers or whatever they were doing, space thugs.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for when the show comes back on, when they actually do the stuff that's happening in the manga.
They're gonna be fighting a fucking wizard.
Yeah, that's the one. That's kind of cool because they're not Ki doesn't work on them, so this will be the first time, at least in my memory, in Dragon Ball, where they're not really using their brute strength to be the bad guy. That's kind of cool. But also, there's characters. There's a side character in there who's a cop, and he knows for a fact he can't fight Goku on one-on-one. This guy is on par with gods, but he still stuns Goku because he knows that Goku always keeps his guard down, and if he moves fast enough, he can hit him before he puts up a little light barrier around his body to protect him, because apparently that's what they do in Dragon Ball. They put up a little barrier. Okay. That's why they be able to fly through mountains and shit. So he knew that if he moved fast enough, he can get past Goku's senses, which is bullshit, but he can get past Goku's senses and attack him with a little stun gun and knock him out, and he does it. This no-name bullshit cop knocks out Goku because he's smart enough to understand how to manipulate Goku. That's kind of cool. That's really actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm a little like I never thought I'd be like that excited outside of like a bare bones like reptile brain. Like I know him, he's doing good. I like that. Um, it's kind of neat that they're at least kind of looking for ways to tell injury because we've already met the strongest dude in the universe or in the multiverse rather. So like, where else do you go? Oh, well, magic, because they don't give a shit about that key shit.
Magic, and then after they one Dragon Ball Z is starting to do what you said One Piece has done, where they leave hints and shit about future events, and then they get to it way later.
Yeah,
so like
like return back to it, like the Boo thing.
yeah, so like Boo being skinny, they may come back to that.
No, like the he like absorbed the other Supreme guy like a billion years
Oh
ago.
that too. Yeah, they brought that back random. That was kind of cool too. I like how they just randomly brought that back. But that's one. Whis and the Angels in general, they're contractors. If you pay attention, no, I'm saying if you really pay attention,
they just work here.
they kind of are okay. If you really pay attention, they're contractors. I think Whis or one of the other angels specifically say that like they're on a job, like it's their job. When the gods of destruction like cease to exist, the angels, remember, like angel
Like
is a sign.
I think
Yeah,
they just like go back home, right?
yeah, they just go back off doing their own thing. They're in a separate category. And okay, and what's his name? Zeno, the fucking little baby god thing. He didn't
Sure.
create the Super Balls. Someone else created the Super Dragon Balls. So there must be another separate deity on a level of Zeno who the angels more likely work for. But they don't really talk about that. We'll come back to that later. Man, there's like there were literal three or four other fucking universes that were not in the tournament at all, but you saw their gods. And the reason why they weren't in the universe is because they were too strong. Do you remember that? Remember, like,
I do.
yeah, they were too strong. What was up with that? They don't talk about that shit anymore. I see Dragon Ball leaving shit in the past just to come back to it later.
I enjoy that they feel so comfortable jumping around like what scale of story they want to tell. And I don't like, I get the feeling like part of me doesn't want to talk about it because it feels like, oh, what do I have to say about Dragon Ball that someone else hasn't said? But it's very neat that they can start with like, let's tell a classical martial arts story. And then just say, okay, well, what if like one of the fighter guys was like a demon? Actually, scratch that. What if Goku, like, the guy fighting, like, martial arts, other martial arts guys, they're just real good at fighting. What if he fought, like, space guys? It's kind of cool.
And then just escalate from there. Have you gone back and watched Dragon Ball recently?
I haven't. What if we did? Like, I know I don't like bringing up, like, administrative stuff. What if you had like an over the course of many months course, like a great Dragon Ball rewatch or something?
I don't really necessarily want to do that, but that's up on the chopping board. I've been thinking about trying to do some anime, but whatever. This is on the chopping board. The reason why I brought up the original Dragon Ball series though is like it's a completely different feel than the Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super in its own, not even a nostalgia type of way, just like it's just completely different. The focus was more about the actual martial arts and like the adventure of Goku. It was more about the adventure of Goku, less about just doing really cool shit in midair fighting whatever. It was more about the martial arts and everything. I really like that. It kind of feels like every episode of Dragon Ball kind of feels like an old martial arts movie.
Yeah, like it's cool. Like,
it's kind of cool.
Like there's a reason why people were Tien being cool. He was like this, badass evil Goku almost, who has his own energy being.
Have you rewatched that fight? He
fucking demolished Goku.
He was beating the shit out of Goku, and I don't remember it being that like one-sided. I mean, Goku being Goku, he did some Goku ass shit, but Tien was real life talking the shit out of that little ass boy, and it was because he wasn't
an
adult.
Shit shot that child.
Not even that. He had a child on the wall and just punching him. Like, imagine seeing a grown ass man who's as buff as Tien have a child on the wall and just beating the shit. That would be hard to watch.
No,
you know,
I do watch a lot of anime, so it's very easy.
I don't know. I don't think it's. I like it. When I was a kid, yeah, it was easy to watch. But as a grown ass man, that's kind of fucked up, bro. Like as a grown ass man who like wants kids one day, that's kind of fucked up, man. It's just he really had Goku on the wall. Like he didn't have him by one hand. He was just beating the shit out of him. It's like I don't know. It's kind of funny, but damn, man, it's kind of brutal at the same time. But you're right, anime is way brutal. What was that one show? Mob Psycho?
Mob Psycho. I love Mob Psycho. That's probably that's in my top 5.
Mob Psycho is made by the guy who made One Punch. Yeah. No, it's not that. It's not that.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
No,
it's
that's not.
Man.
That's not the show I'm thinking about. The show I'm thinking about, it's God damn it. I explained the premise of it. The main character, he's a prisoner or some shit like that, and he has this collar on, and they're forced to like. It's basically Hunger Games, the anime, where they're like he's a prisoner and he's forced in this tower or this place where he has to kill other prisoners for their entertainment of non-prisoners.
Do they get like a candy to stop them from dying?
I don't remember. I didn't really. It's
like
it
might
blood.
be Dead Man Wonderland. Yeah, it's Dead Man Wonderland.
It might be Dead Man Wonderland. It's not. Yeah, I'm thinking of Devil May Cry Baby. Yeah, it's not Devil May Cry Baby. It might be a Dead Man Wonderland. Yeah.
Like if it's like blood, do they have blood powers? That's Dead Man.
Okay, that anime was kind of cruel. Not cruel, kind of brutal, man. It was kind of brutal.
I actually didn't like the anime because I read the manga. Read on it was like Super Jail. Where like, oh haha, this is so brutal, it has to be a joke. Again, just like that show Super Jail.
Oh, it was a parody?
And that's what I thought when I read it, and the anime was like, nope, this is totally serious.
Yeah, the anime was super dark. I tried to get into it. I really liked it, actually. I watched it up until like episode 10, and I was really into it. And my girlfriend at the time, she watched the rest of it without me, like on my Netflix account. She watched it on my Netflix account and then like watched over through, and I just had no motivation to finish it after that point, so I never finished it.
Yeah, like the anime just feels like unironically dark, and this is just my read on it because anime like has the advantage of being like audio visual, so they you have cues so it tells you how to feel. But I'm just like, I'm just reading this, and this is coming off as like a parody or like a comedy. Like they're in Super Jail. This is the anime version of Super Jail.
Is Super Jail still going?
I don't think so, but man, that'll be fucking cool because I love that show.
Really, I thought that show was like it was entertaining. Out of some of the some shows, it was definitely entertaining, but it was like really weird. Really weird.
A lot of Adult Swim shows have this weird quality where if I'm not watching it at that moment, I have a real hard time remembering that it even exists as a concept.
Do you remember home movies?
That's different. Home movies is fucking amazing. I mean, like the 15-minute shows, like Squidbillies.
I hella don't like Squidbillies. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's just not.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, that sure was 12 minutes.
You know what? When I think it is, I just can't connect with it. I wasn't raised as a redneck or whatever, so like I can see the humor in it, but it's just not there for me. Also, I don't understand why they're squids. I really don't understand why they're squids.
I think it's because it's the cartoon.
I mean, I get it's a cartoon, but like usually, there's usually some kind of like statement. Not like I wouldn't say a statement, but there's like some kind of either a metaphorical reason or just some kind of logical connection to like why this is the way it is. I don't understand why, because no other character are like animals. They're only that family of squids, and I don't really get it.
I think there's a whale doctor, but in my heart of hearts, like I really think at some point someone said, "Okay, here's my idea. What if hillbilly squids?" And they just kind of said, "Okay,
no, it's a great idea.
Like, it's Adult Swim, man. If you can make it, you can make it." Go nuts, I guess.
We're gonna make a grandma squid who's just hanging off a walker and just talks hella shit. That's all she does. She just hangs off a walker and talks hella shit. And that's what is this show? I don't know. But what was that one show, Tim and Eric? I used to really like that show.
Oh shit, Tim and Eric was this fucking shit, man.
That was weird, but it was so fucking funny. But we're about that hour 20 mark right now. Wanna call it a day?
Uh, yeah, that's not. Oh shit! Fucking Yakuza 7 is gonna be a fucking turn-based RPG.
I'm sorry.
All right, that's all.
Hold on, wait. Yakuza what?
Yakuza 7. It's gonna be fucking turn-based, man.
The entire game is turn-based?
It's gonna be a fucking turn-based RPG.
They went from an action.
It's still going to look like Yakuza. Like, imagine just Yakuza, but like just Photoshop some like menus at the bottom of the screen. That's literally what this motherfucker's gonna be.
I don't
think that's gonna be good, but I certainly do think it's funny. I think someone pitched that idea, much like Squidbillies, and someone thought it was really funny and just said, "Dog, we're fucking doing that one."
Have you ever liked the series or like seen the series? Like, man, on paper that seems like something I would really enjoy, but never was able to get into it.
As much as I hate to say it, all of Soulsborne, or at least I can't get past the gameplay anyway.
That's fine. That's what Yakuza is to me. I on paper, Yakuza sounds like something I could really get into. It has a story and a campaign that's really fucking good, but it also has a lot of flavor to it. Where in one moment you can be trying to, I don't know, what's a plot, trying to
like you got to be trying to like clear your fucking name.
There you go.
Set up for a murder you didn't do.
There you go. Like,
and
one
then
moment,
you're walking down the street. Mr. Director. I need your help. We need you to pretend to be a director for a minute and just come on the set for a while and play a little stupid mini game where you pretend to be a Hollywood executive.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Like,
that's a real thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that shit is really cool. I like when games have a serious element to it, but also at the same time makes fun of itself. Grand Theft Auto is another series that does that in a more Western way, obviously. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto is like one moment it's like really serious, like you're taking out these drug dealers that killed your fucking mom, and your daddy just raped your little sister, and you really need to put these people in the dirt because they did you wrong. And the next moment you're laughing at a fucking commercial that's making fun of like Hillary Duff or some shit like that. Like that's not even a real thing that happened in any of them. But what I'm getting at is the fact that moments where it's really serious and other moments where it's just like parody of life. Well, Yakuza seems like the Japanese equivalent of that.
And like at first when people were saying it's like Japanese Grand Theft Auto, I was like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I get it. Like, it's like this very serious crime drama that loves to make jokes and goofs all over the place. Mm-hmm. But like Yakuza did it in a I don't want to say more anime way, but in a more structured way. Like, this is going to be a 15-minute diversion from whatever you're doing if you want to do it.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. But again, I just can't get into it.
I don't mean to sound like a fucking dickhead. Which one did you play?
0.
Oh god, this is gonna be another One Piece thing. Hold
on, wait, time out. Rewind. The mic went out again. What happened?
Oh god, this is gonna be another One Piece thing. I can accept that you don't like One Piece because you gave it a fair shake. Ooh, Yakuza 0 is the best one. You didn't like that one? Oh god, this is too much.
Well, I will say this. I didn't get to the actual parody part. It was just all right, I will say this. I need to give it another shot. When I was trying to play it, I didn't realize that it wasn't voiceover. It was all Japanese and like subs. So like, one, I was really, really high and I just didn't feel like sitting down reading hella subs. And then two, the pacing. I don't like the pacing at the start of that game is really kind of slow.
I'll admit, I actually didn't know until pretty far in that it was a parody because the beginning part lasts for a cool minute. I like to think of it like a martial arts movie.
I can see that. Yeah.
Because like it seems to follow martial arts movie rules, but I will say finish like chapter 2, which isn't very far, and if you're into it, you're into it, and if you don't, this is another One Piece where I gave this a fair shake. No one can say I didn't play this shit.
I actually think I can like this one. I think I can like Yakuza 0 or any Yakuza. I think I can like Yakuza way more than I like One Piece because there's nothing initially like, okay, One Piece off top repelled me just off its art style. Then I started watching it And like again, the only thing that was really good to me was the actual intro, the Four Kids intro song. Like I'm non-ironically really like that song. I'm sorry.
You know how like last night I said, oh yeah, so One Piece goes on forever because there are 10 motherfuckers on the boat that all need to be doing shit. And you know how like the Four Kids rap, every time someone new joined the crew, they like
add a new
updated
verse,
the song a little bit. Listen, if we ever get super famous and I'm like rich enough to where I can toss away $500, 500 wing wangs in the future to whoever makes me the fucking Four Kids rap of One Piece. But like the middle part where they're listing off all the boys on the boat, like all fucking 10 of them.
Are there really 10 people on the boat now?
Luffy's crew has exactly 10 people right now.
Okay, pop quiz, name them all.
Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Chopper, Frankie, Brooks, Nico, Robin, well, Luffy, of course, and
you said Luffy. You said Luffy first, yeah.
Ooh, who am I forgetting then? Sanji. Did I say Sanji?
Yes, you think you said him the 3. Or
I'm sorry. Let me try to. Did I say Frankie?
Yes, that was like 6.
Hold on. Let me try that again. Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Usopp, Nico, Robin, Frankie, Brooks, Chopper, and the newest one, Jinbei.
You are officially a One Piece fan.
Also, he has some more boys who are hanging out there. Kinemon, who's a samurai guy. Momo something. Momotaro, name is. Law, who's his buddy, he's just here, I guess. And 2 other samurai guys. So there's 15 dudes on the fucking boat. And someone.
Wait, are they on the boat with him?
Yes, like they're not part of the crew, like, but they're on like the same mission to
find One Piece.
No. One thing they're trying to do right now is beat Kaido, who's like probably the second or third strongest pirate, like, period.
Oh, so they're like if you're playing an RPG, they would be like those like, NPC characters that follow you around. Well, I'm talking about those other people. They're like the NPC characters that's following you around. They're just in the party. You can't do anything about it.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, let's go. Let's finish the show off because we're hitting an hour and a half at this point.
Okay.
And I want to keep it
now, if you liked it, I could name off all the Straw Hats and some of the motherfuckers who were just kind of hanging out, I guess. I think it'd be a good idea if you check us out on Stitcher and those other places.
Spotify, bro. How do you remember Stitcher, but you forgot about Spotify?
Because I use Stitcher and I don't use Spotify.
Oh, okay. But you don't use? Do you actually not use not for podcasts? But do you not use Spotify at all?
No, I don't like that there's ads.
I don't know. I never use Stitcher, so I don't know. And now I pay for actual Spotify.
Well, I just use Stitcher for like podcasts and like yeah. So like it's there. I believe Play right now still, right?
Google Play, yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're on Google Play. On I believe Stitcher, it's Shovelware Podcast because I guess we like cats this time because I like to mix it up. What episode are we on? 18?
Do you not see the lion in the background? That lion poster right here. The rainbow Rastafarian lion? Yeah.
I'm not sure how that's related.
It's because it's a cat. Shovelware Podcast.
Dog, I was asking you fucking episode number are we on?
We're on episode 18.
Oh, fuck, I really got to get ready for episode 20.
2 weeks away. We hitting that.
Oh, shit, it's going to be fucking dope. It's either going to be Dragon Ball Z or Inuyasha. I'm not sure yet. We'll talk about it later.
It's going to be Dragon Ball and Inuyasha.
Yeah, I was thinking, should we save Dragon Ball Z for, like, 50 or something?
Well, I have absolutely no idea what you have planned. I was just going to shoot an episode on episode 20. What do you have planned? You're planning stuff and I don't even know.
Oh, what? Oh, we're just gonna. Oh, I was gonna take some notes on some fucking bad games of a particular topic, probably Inuyasha because that's starting small, and because I know we all fucking played them. We'll talk about that.
I only played 2 really bad, shitty Inuyasha games, and they were both on the DS.
Bad.
They were. One was actually somewhat entertaining. It's the one where you play as the blonde-haired American girl. That game wasn't complete shit. It was shit though, but it wasn't complete shit.
We'll continue this 2 episodes from now.
I'm serious. It wasn't complete shit.
This has been the trailer for episode 20, I guess.
I'm just saying, like, this is the reason why I say it's not complete shit. As a game, we can talk about this later, and because I don't remember the game entirely, but I do remember as a game, not a Inuyasha game, not a anime game or whatever. It ran solidly, and the gameplay was solid. It was just a very boring loop, and the story was shit. But like the actual gameplay itself, like from moment to moment, the combat, the turn-based combat was actually solid. It was a solid RPG. It was a solid turn-based RPG.
I need to honestly refresh myself because I know that game was fucking dog shit, and I hated it so much because the combat was so bad.
I hated it too, but that's the only thing I remember.
Every fucking step was another bad. Okay, so anyway, that's been the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow us both on Twitter. Our handles are both up here. I'm on mine every day, fucking shitposting. Bobby's on there like fucking never, I guess.
You're right. I'm on Twitter, but I'm not as on. I don't have time, bro. I try. I actively since we rebooted the show, like literally since we rebooted the show, I've actively been trying more frequent. Try to be more frequent on Twitter. But the thing is, Twitter isn't like Facebook, where Facebook you can just jump on and shit post, reblog, whatever. You can do that on Twitter too, but like Twitter really, like the whole point of Twitter is to like kind of have a discussion and like put your voice out there. And I'm naturally just kind of a quiet guy outside of this podcast, so whenever I'm looking at Twitter, I'm like, no one really cares about how I feel about apples. You know, like what am I doing right now? I'm too subconscious about tweeting.
You know what I have to say to that, Bobby? What I have to say is, this
has been Shovelware Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Apples are pretty good, I guess. They're a little acidic.
Did you just post that on Twitter?
Yeah.
Talk to text, y'all. We live in the future. I'm your host, Mr. B.R. Jones. He has been City Gas. This has been Shovelware Podcast, episode 18. Follow us on all the social medias. We just went through that spill. Listen to us on Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. It is Shovelware Podcast on Stitcher because I am a moron. That has been the show. Good night. Arrivederci. Get the fuck out of our face. Get out of here. Beat it like Michael Jackson. And what I mean by that, he beat his dick to little white boys.
That's bad.
I didn't know I could do that to him.
I did notice, but like when given the option to say someone's real name or not, like I try to